So I was kind of reluctantly strolling through IG because I can't listen to people talking about their supposed martyr and how he would have been the 13th disciple back in the day with Jesus. I can't. I won't. I was already kind of over it. But then I stumbled across a video of Stacy Abrams. And when she talks, we should all listen. We all know, if we're being honest, she is amazingly amazing and highly intelligent. So I stopped to listen, and wow, I'm so glad I did. And I hope you all will watch this entire video because it's important, very important, and it's possibly the most important thing you'll hear all day. Dead ass. And I also typed and transcribed this myself for y'all because I'd already heard it, but I think it's very important that y'all hear it too. Maybe it will wake some of y'all up to the seriousness of the moment we as the United States are in right now, inspire someone to action. I pray it does. Also, I feel like this was a God thing because all morning I've been thinking about how the mustache man attacked the media as a step in his disgusting plan, and how Kimmel and Colbert have been silenced off of ABC. So Stacy Abrams was at the John Lewis Young Leaders Retreat at the nonprofit RFK Human Rights Center. And I'm talking about the only RFK I revere and respect. I am not talking about the one who said a worm ate his brain and died. Robert F. Kennedy was a civil rights champion and an advocate for the poor. He was waiting on the results for the presidential primary in California, which he won, and then unfortunately he was assassinated on June 5th, 1968. The assassination was fueled by Kennedy's pro-Israel stance during the Six-Day War. Intensified feelings of political turmoil and loss in America followed because his brother JFK, President John F. Kennedy Jr., and Martin Luther King Jr. had previously been assassinated. John Lewis is also a hero in the civil rights movement. I thank him for his good trouble and also my right to vote. So now to the 10-step plan. Miss Stacy says we are already on step 9, and that's really bad. Michael Jackson bad. Step 1. Have a free and fair election, probably the last one, because they do not plan on giving up the power that they've amassed. Step 2. Exceed the realm of executive power. Do things that they really don't have the power to do in the Constitution. Meaning, you see a bunch of executive orders coming out claiming all kinds of power that the president doesn't hold. I've actually addressed this before. Step 3, take competing or other versions of power and neuter them or make them complicit. So you have a Congress that's basically forgotten they have a job. Then you have judiciary, like the Supreme Court, that's either complicit or neutered. And the Supreme Court is neutered because if the president or the executive branch doesn't follow the rules, then you've neutered the judiciary because the judiciary doesn't have enforcement powers. 4, go after the media. Demonize and criticize the legitimate media and make them unbelievable so that nobody trusts it. Then you can create an echo chamber so the only truth people hear is the truth you want them to hear, even when it's not the truth. Number 5 is to gut the government and fire all the people who know how to do stuff. You can break democracy by making people think they don't need it. The best way to do this is to take away all of the things that people have come to rely on, like the help and the programs that they are used to and they'll no longer be there. So they have to beg you for it because you become the only way to get the things they need. Fire the CDC so that vaccine rates drop and disease rises. Fire FEMA so that when there is a natural disaster, the people have to beg you for help. You gut civil service so that there is no one to do the work that democracy is supposed to protect for us. Step number 6, hire a bunch of people you call loyalists. Put them in place so they don't hire anyone who does not agree with you. Then put your loyalists in a position of power and go after people who do the good work. And sue law firms, sue philanthropists, sue anybody that's doing something good and against your will. Step 7, you gotta have someone to blame. Women, blacks, immigrants, blame everyone. If they are successful, we will be fighting each other for survival instead of fighting for our country. Step number 8, incentivize private violence. Send the National Guard and Marines to kidnap people off of the streets, throwing them into detention centers, and then arresting people who dare to challenge you. Number 9, attack civic participation. Calling anyone who calls anything that you do into question, call that an obstruction of justice. Because if you can militarize your response, people will wonder if it's worth the pain to call out the problems. Once you've gotten to step 9, step 10 is easy. You make sure no one votes again. Because now you've got them all captive. Now you've got them all scared. Now you've all got them poor. And now you've got the power. And that's autocracy in 10 steps. So I'm not an alarmist or a conspiracy theorist. This is what's happening right now in our country. Please share this video far and wide. We need to get this information out. And if you share, you've started to do your part. God bless and have a good day. Bye.